Hey y'all. So this is probably going to be a two-part video because it's a little long. I want to talk very quickly about risk. And by risk, I mean how much you can afford to lose. So if I'm talking about saving and investing, risk is how much I can afford to lose and how much I'm going to invest. And if I'm talking about saving, I'm talking about something I can't afford to lose. So I'm putting it in as saving. So in terms of what someone should save versus what someone should invest, I recommend that you have a nice little heart to heart with yourself and determine what you need savings for. For example, are you planning to buy a house anytime soon? Are you planning to put a down payment on a car anytime soon? Are you sending a kid to college? Do you have an emergency fund? Are you taking vacations? What is it that you're going to need money for in the immediate term? That term, 5 years or less, is your savings. That is where you're putting money that you need and do not want to lose. The other side, how much risk you're taking, the things you're willing to risk go in your investing. So that is your 401k. That is any mutual funds that you're investing in. That is even buying property, either for rental or for house, for your own home. It could go down. It doesn't usually happen with property, but an investment is something that you can lose, right? So when we're talking about how much you can save versus how much you can invest, I want you to think about how much you can afford to lose. That is your risk tolerance. You'll hear fancy people call it risk tolerance. That means your savings are things that you want to get and have access to. You don't want to lose them. You need to be able to get to them quickly. And you're investing. Your investments are things that you will not need anytime soon and that you are hoping will grow over time. So that's my really quick version of saving versus investing, and I will come back and talk about where you should be saving and where you might need to be investing. All right, that's all for now. Y'all take care. In the last video, I mentioned that there was going to be a two-parter, and that is because we were talking about saving versus investing and where you should be putting things, right? So saving. Savings are things like CDs, certificates of deposit. You get those from the bank. Savings accounts, you also have those at the bank. High yield savings account, those are ones that offer more of an interest, provide more interest rate than regular savings account. Those are a lot of times online. T-bills, these are things that you get at banks also. These are things that are not going to grow. They're just going to sit there and wait for you to need them. You should not be putting things in savings that you want to grow, that you want to make money off of, because that's not the point of savings. So these things I've mentioned, savings account, high yield savings account, CDs, T-bills, essentially anything that is not invested either in the stock market or in a business or in invested and expected to grow is a savings. Now, Ally Banking. My understanding of Ally Banking is that they will allow you to save with buckets. So you can have a bucket for your emergency fund. You can have a bucket for your vacation fund. You can have a bucket for your down payment on your house or your wedding or whatever it is. And for those of you that want to keep it simple, you want to keep everything in kind of one bank, but you need to separate it, like your emergency from your down payment money. I understand that Ally Bank will do that for you. Now, I got to say, I don't use that bank. I try to keep all my stuff together, and that's just not one of the institutions I use, but I like how it sounds, and I understand that they give good interest rates on their high yield savings account. Don't go telling nobody I told you to go do this. What I told you to do is go investigate it. So if you're looking for a savings account, I would encourage you to go investigate Ally Banking. I would tell you to go investigate CDs at your bank. Again, this is things that you will not need in the next 5 years. So I hope that helps. If you've got questions, put them in the comments. We can talk about it. Y'all take care.